This is a 68 C10 with an LQ4 6.0 stock heads LS6 intake, Redhot cam, headers, 6-speed. We are dialing this in, and we know we did not put the Redhot in this either as well, because I know you guys say we use the Redhot and everything, but it's working really good for a cathedral head motor. We hadn't tried it in a cathedral head because usually the cam design and profiles are so different, what they want as opposed to a square port. But man, it's working well so far. We're a couple pulls in only so far. We're at 361, 355 torque, which is pretty good. The torque curve and the horsepower curve is dead flat. It carries, I mean, that's 6,500, and it's the same as it is at 6,000. We may turn it up a little bit more on this next pull to see if it continues to hold that power. And this truck has long tubes, and what mufflers are on it?
Borla Attack Creek mufflers.
Okay.
For LS3.
Gotcha, and it's got the exit in front of both back tires. As you can see, it's a real nice truck for sure. And got vintage air. It's gonna do a power tour this summer, so we're trying to get it dialed in. Cool down a second before we do a final, and just wanted to show the difference between a third and a fourth gear pull in this truck. This is interesting to see. It would have gained about 20 plus foot-pounds and 15 horsepower. So, you know, these 365, 360 would have turned into 390, you know, 380 or whatever it would have been. So that's just showing the difference in gear ratio. This truck has a long drive shaft, and the angle coming off the transmission angles up a little bit. So we're not comfortable turning it, you know, 130, 140 miles an hour, because this third gear pull is only about 90, whereas this fourth gear pull was already over 100 at 4,600. So don't want to, there's no reason. We're getting it dialed in anyway, and it's going to run great. There's no reason to really turn it that much. I just want to show the difference on a third versus a fourth gear pull. Last pull, just picked up a horsepower, so and a few foot-pounds. Took out 2 degrees of timing. Goes back to the adage of, you know, every car, truck doesn't necessarily need all the timing in the world. So ended up at 366.6 and 362 torque. Very square dyno, so that's good. And even on the higher pull, you can see where the fourth gear where we started would have made a lot more horsepower and torque, but we decided not to pull it out, as the speed on the transmission was just going to get real fast. It was over 100 there, and it's got, you know, angle on the transmission a little bit we don't feel safe with, so no reason. We're not doing it to get a number, we're just doing it to get it dialed in for him to drive on the power tour.